It's time for GMA3. Toxic smoke coming from the Canadian wildfires. Ginger and our team are tracking the states on alert when it comes to air quality concerns as the West battles new and spreading wildfires. Co-parenting with ChatGPT, how some parents are using AI from meal planning to handling toddler tantrums, allowing them to focus on what matters most. Beyonce's next act? After Queen Bee brought us Renaissance and Cowboy Carter, is there something new coming in September? We break down the clues in pop news.
I'm the bad guy.
Plus, they're back. The Addams Family returns in season 2 of Wednesday with Catherine Zeta-Jones, and she's here just in time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
Wow.
I cannot wait for you to meet Catherine Zeta-Jones. So excited that she's here. Hey, everybody, I'm Gio Benitez.
And I'm Ginger Z, here with Janae Norman. We are so glad that you're joining us this Tuesday.
It is a good Tuesday. Coming up here, Tori Johnson is here with Deals and Steals to beat the heat and enjoy summer fun with sizzling savings. Everything at least 50% off.
All right, and Dr. Darian Sutton right here to tell us about vitamin deficiencies. A lot of people thinking about that. The clues to watch for to see if you need more nutrients in your diet.
Oh, I always am looking for that. Okay, so we're going to start, though, with the toxic smoke from Canadian wildfires. It got so bad in Boston, there was a ground stop for planes at Logan Airport. The FAA shut them down just for a short time. Stephanie Ramos is in Boston with the latest. Stephanie, I know we'll see some improvement later today, but I still see that haze behind you.
Yeah, it's still really hazy here in Boston. And we can also kind of smell the smoke here as well. That toxic smoke from the Canadian wildfires blanketing the Northeast and upper Midwest. And as you mentioned, Ginger, it was so bad here in Boston. There was a ground stop for planes here at Logan Airport.
Wildfires and smoke affecting millions from coast to coast. In California, firefighters racing to contain the Rosa wildfire, exploding to 1,200 acres, forcing evacuations. Flames and thick black smoke towering along Highway 74. Drivers racing past the flames as it swallowed the nearby landscape. And the Gifford fire north of Santa Barbara, now over 72,000 acres, injuring 3 people and threatening hundreds of structures. Meanwhile, smoke from more than 700 fires in Canada causing hazy skies and hazardous air quality conditions from the Great Lakes to the Northeast.
It's more just like exhaustion, like through your whole body.
At Boston's Logan Airport, the FAA issuing a brief ground stop because of the smoke. Dozens of flights delayed.
Conditions here in Boston are expected to improve, but people who are sensitive to smoke are still at risk. It should limit their outdoor activities here for at least the next few days. Guys?
Incredible that you said you could still smell some of that smoke, Stephanie. Thank you for your reporting there. Now to Sean Diddy Combs, a federal judge refusing to grant him bail as he remains behind bars awaiting sentencing. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky has those details. Hey, Aaron.
Hello, Janae. And Sean Combs is staying put. He's staying in jail until sentencing. The judge finding no exceptional reasons to release him on bail. The judge said Combs is still dangerous, pointing to the violence depicted on 2016 hotel surveillance footage that shows him attacking then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Combs was acquitted of the most serious charges he faced, but convicted of transportation to engage in prostitution. The defense pushed for his release, arguing Combs was not trying to profit from the prostitution, but include male escorts in his swingers lifestyle along with his girlfriends. One of those girlfriends, who was actually supposed to testify against him, ended up supporting his bid for release. Gina Hune was listed as victim 3 before she mysteriously disappeared from the case. She resurfaced in a letter to the judge, Hune saying allowing Combs to await sentencing at home would support the healing process for all involved. But the judge denied it, in part because he said the evidence against Combs included violence, coercion, and subjugation. Combs is due to be sentenced October 3rd. Prosecutors said he should be sentenced to prison for at least 5 years. The defense guys is going to, of course, argue for a lot less.
Wow, yeah, it is a case that's just captivated the nation.
Keeps going.
All right, Aaron, thank you so much. We're going to turn now to a new TSA initiative that's designed to make airport travel a lot easier for families. And our parenting expert, mommy expert, Janae Norman, this is on top of your mind.
You know, you have enough kids, and I guess it does kind of make you an expert a little
I think
bit.
one kid would do it, but you got 3.
But 3, and it's a whole lot, especially going through the airport security line. There are few things more stressful. So the the TSA is moving to make the skies just a little bit smoother for families during the busy summer travel season and beyond. The initiative is called Families on the Fly, and it creates designated security lanes for families that should help move things along faster. The family lanes will start at 4 airports, as you can imagine. Orlando, top of that list with Disney World down there.
And you live there.
I did live there without kids, so it was easier to travel then. But also Charlotte Douglas Airport in North Carolina, John Wayne in Southern California, and the airport in Honolulu. All of those are big family destinations, but officials say that this streamlined process will be landing at more airports in the coming months, so something we can look forward to, fingers crossed. In addition, families will be eligible for discounted TSA pre-check fees, $85 per person instead of the $100 it's been. And this is the second big change to TSA policy this summer. Last month, airports did away with forcing passengers to take off their shoes to go through security, and now Homeland Security says it's looking for ways to streamline the process, including eliminating the 3-ounce limit on liquids.
Ooh,
how much easier would that make travel?
Right.
It would. She sends me pictures of her kids just looking at the iPad with the little headphones on.
Yes, you gotta have something. The older two,
right?
It's that baby right now who's in that
is so
tricky phase.
And they just want to walk the aisle, and you're like, okay.
Yes, like please sit
This
down.
very much is for everyone who doesn't have kids, by the way.
Yeah.
These lines.
Right, I know, to help them. Yeah.
Thank you both then for that. Coming up here, Catherine Zeta-Jones is right here to tell us all about the new season of Wednesday. Stick around.
We are back now with one of Hollywood's brightest stars, who's queen of the darkness on Wednesday as Morticia Addams. Catherine Zeta-Jones is here to talk about the hit season 2 show. We are so excited that you're here.
Thank you for having me back.
Yeah. So what can fans be most excited about with season 2?
They're actually going to get to see it after this long week. And I really do. I joined all the actors and the production team. It was just when we had a writer's strike and an actor's strike. It was one of those things that had to be figured out. What they're going to be looking forward to, first of all, the sets and the storyline and the art, the costumes and the world in which Tim Burton has created has been elevated somewhat. Yeah. Staying true to all their favorites. Selfishly for me, I'm in it more. You know, so
that's great for fans too.
It was like when we did the first season, I kept saying to Tim Burton, "Now, are you sure there's anything else?" Anything else I could do, like another crystal ball moment with Wednesday? He's like, no, get yourself on a plane, and if it's successful, I will see you in season 2. So here we are, and I have to say, I'm genuinely thrilled to be part of this phenomenon. You know, it's like a community. It's like it's a culture from 9-year-olds to 99-year-olds. I think what surprised me most about Wednesday, the first season, and its phenomenal success was the demographic. I can't think of a show that has that. When you think, we always, subconsciously, we know that the Addams Family are, but it's really, truly fun to be part of this big thing, you know?
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's funny that you said that. I'm so glad, because my husband and I, we watched the first season and we were like, we want more Morticia. So I'm so glad that there's more Morticia and more of you.
Thank you so much. Well, for me, it's like, you know, we all can close our eyes and imagine physically how Morticia will look, right? But do we really know her, you know? And even though there's this wonderful, very, very modern day family where they embrace, you know, diversity, they embrace your idiosyncrasy, normal's boring, quirky, weird, different is something that we encourage, which is very modern. We're still trying to get that going, and we're in 2025. But there's so many nuances to this character that, you know, I can play, I can make it my own in a ways, because we're not caricatures. She's the matriarch of a very, very, you know, true, real family.
A lot of freedom.
Yeah, truly, truly. Luis Guzman, he plays your beloved Gomez.
Good, darling.
Yes. You worked together in traffic.
25 years ago, Louis and I was pregnant with my son Dylan, whose birthday it is on Friday. So I'm going to just give him
Yay!
my first child. And so, yes, he looked after me very well. Like, you know, he put always something to put my feet up, and we had a wonderful. That was a movie that we were both very proud of. Cut to 25 years later, or 20. It was when we first did season 1, so 20 years later, 22 years later. There I am in my Morticia get-up, and there he is as Gomez, and so it was wonderful. We're very dear friends. We talk about family. We all are, you know. Yeah. Jenna. I am so honored to be working with such a wonderful citizen of the planet who happens to be Jenna Ortega, who's, I think we've only tipped a little tip of the iceberg we've seen, you know, of her. Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see a clip, shall we?
Yeah.
You're getting rusty, Mother. I can practically hear you creak.
Still bringing a knife to a sword fight?
Ooh, oh, we love that.
So good with that sword.
It's so good, and it's so great to see you acting on the screen. But you also say that you're still interested in directing. What kind of movie would you want to direct?
Yeah, it's I love being around the camera and, you know, storytelling in general. Well, first of all, it was my first, you know, hurrah into it. It would be something that would be small and character-driven and intimate. I'm not going to overwhelm myself with stunts and stuff. So, you know, a play on film, basically, which character-driven piece. I have a few little things up my sleeve.
Oh, yeah?
You shall be the first to know.
Okay, we'll take it.
No, something I've always wanted to do, and I've worked with such great directors, Tim Burton, Steven Spielberg. You know, it's Rob Marshall, who did me in Chicago. And I never, ever want to stop learning. So I'm on a film set, which I've been doing now for, you know, a long, long time. I always learn something every day new.
Well, we saw that in action here when you walked onto the set, and you're like, I think I could do that. I could do this. I could do that, with all these monitors. Catherine Zeta-Jones, you were such a pleasure.
Thanks for having me today. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Such a pleasure. And you can watch Wednesday, Season 2, Part 1, starting tomorrow, and Part 2 on September 3rd, only on Netflix. Thank you again. And coming up here, Beyonce's next act, we have the clues just ahead in Pop News. Oh.
Back now on GMA3 with Pop News, and Gio, you got it.
Let's get poppin'.
There you go.
Poppin'. We begin here with a little Pop News investigation, okay? Beyonce just wrapped up her record-setting Cowboy Carter tour, and now fans are convinced that she's dropping hints about her next album, Act 3. Act 1 was, of course, the dance album, Renaissance. Act 2 was the country hit, Cowboy Carter.
Yeehaw.
Now, I'm loving these like reactions after each one. Now fans are taking a very close look at Beyonce's new ad with Levi's. They think that she could be hinting that this could be a rock album that's on the way.
That's what people have been saying.
Yeah, right? So fans are pointing to the fact that Beyonce begins the ad by riding a horse into town, but leaves on a motorcycle.
Oh.
Okay, eagle-eyed members of the Beehive spotted the moment that she gets on the motorcycle, and it's shown as 9:04 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
And with Beyonce's birthday being September 4th, they are hoping...
Just a month away.
They're hoping this album will be a birthday present to the world.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
And a birthday present to all.
And you know, when she brought out Destiny's Child, I was thinking that Act 3 might be DC3 again, but it could be a rock. We'll have to wait and see. Just throwing my
could they all be on this
out
album?
there. They could.
They could.
Right, it could be both.
All right. Adding to the investigation. Okay, movie news now. Jamie Lee Curtis is gearing up to debut Freakier Friday in just a few days, but she's already revealing new details about her next project. The Oscar winner is set to star in Ella McKay, and the trailer just dropped. Take a look.
Say that you are truly blessed if you have never experienced other people's normal, happy families as a small stab in the heart.
You're 34. You just became governor of the state you were born and raised in. Are you thinking about your mom? Yeah, me too. Your father, your brother, and your husband. Where is she?
Can I tell her what it's about?
It's about how she ruined everything.
All right, I'll tell her that.
A ticking time bomb in your life. call me big sister.
Oh, we love her. The movie features an all-star cast, including Emma Mackey, Jamie Lee Curtis, of course, Jack Lowden, Kumail Nanjiani, Ayo Edebiri, and Woody Harrelson.
Wow.
Ella McKay hits theaters on December 12th.
Yes,
she can do it all.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, finally, we've got a High School Music homage. Addison Mackey convinced her family to stay at the Inn and Entrada in St. George, Utah, the location of this incredible scene from High School Musical 2, where Zac Efron's character Troy Bolton really has a moment singing the song Bet on It. And since they were there, Addison convinced her dad Joe to do his best Troy Bolton impression. Check it out.
I'm not gonna stop till I get my shot. That's who I am, that is my plan. We'll end up by top you can. Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on you can. Bet on it, bet on it.
Joe also got his friend Alan to join in. Addison telling us her dad didn't need any rehearsal to nail it.
He nailed it, yeah.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to GMA3.
And welcome back to GMA3. Tomorrow on GMA, Heidi Klum is here live to dish on all things Project Runway, including secrets from the new season.
So happy she's back. And on Thursday, our 50 States in 50 Weeks event takes us to Massachusetts. We are going to famous Wally's Cafe Jazz Club and some more great sights.
Oh, and Good Charlotte performs live on our summer concert series on Friday. Lots of fun to rock us into the weekend.
Good Charlotte. Look at that.
Right?
Awesome. All right. Now to how some parents are turning to AI to streamline everyday routines with their kids. It's a story we first saw in the New York Post. And Janae, you took a look at one couple parenting with ChatGPT.
Yes. So, Ginger, you understand the overwhelming mental load of mothering. Of course, parenthood involves so much planning and decision making. Well, now this woman says that her AI bot serves as like a source of ideas. Almost, she describes like a co-parent for her and her husband.
Burnout is at a fever pitch for those trying to navigate the ever-changing landscape of parenting.
We had fights every day, so power struggles, tears. Everybody just ended the day exhausted, annoyed, and frustrated.
Parents like Lillian Schmidt are using a new type of parenting tool, ChatGPT. She calls the AI tool a third co-parent.
I started using it for meal planning, writing the grocery list, and then I got more into using it for emotional relief, handling toddler tantrums, handling my own emotions.
ChatGPT telling GMA parents are using ChatGPT to manage to-do lists, set reminders, and break big tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. It's like having a personal assistant that never forgets, never judges, and is available 24/7. Lillian, who used the tool to help sleep train her daughter, says she initially asked for advice from everyone she knew, even her pediatrician. But after heeding her friend's suggestion to use ChatGPT, things improved.
It gives me the mental space for what I should focus on, because like at the end of the day, when I'm old and my kids are adults, they will remember me for actually being there with them in the moment, enjoying them, sharing special moments with them.
Can you imagine that?
In a new era.
Yes, I know. And anything that allows us to just be in the moment with our kids and enjoy those moments with them more. A couple guidelines that Schmidt says she follows are asking it to assume an expert role for anything you're asking it to do. Okay. She says to let it learn about you, being mindful, of course, not to give away sensitive information, and to use it for advice, but of course, make your own decision.
Yeah, and I'm not using or going out of my way to use AI right now. Maybe I'm the old lady that's just not there, but also the environmental concern I have. But if we get inspired and we want to do this, what are some other ways that AI can help in parenting?
First of all, I'm glad that you mentioned the environmental concern, but yes, there are ways to use AI. And so as she mentioned, like using it for an expert, she says you could ask it to like serve as a nutritionist to help with meal planning, or like lunchbox ideas for your kids, or birthday invitations even. This particular woman consulted AI when trying to figure out bedtime routines and how to help get her kid to wind down at night. But for pep talk or school project help, even for planning family travel, you know? So there are a couple different ways.
I'd be like, tell my 9-year-old that 8 p.m. is a normal bedtime.
Yeah, right? Trying to get a later one?
Yeah.
All right, over to you, Gio.
What a cool segment. Thank you, guys. All right, time now for Deals and Steals. Summer fun, cool down, and Tori Johnson's got all the things to keep your family cool during the summer while you're having fun in the summer. Hey, Tori.
Okay, so
this is so cool.
It's very cool, literally and
intended.
figuratively. Exactly. So with these Mission cooling towels or cooling hats, either one, both, you wet it, you then wring it out completely, wave it around to activate the cooling, and it will stay cool like this for up to about 2 hours, and it instantly cools down your body
The
temperature.
hats too?
The hats too. So imagine putting this around your neck after the gym, after a commute, after a golf game, yoga, camp, hot flash, you name it. It's just cooling instantly. It's a super smart product for all ages to be able to have. All slash and half starts at $8.50.
This feels good.
Yeah,
this
it's
feels
great.
good.
It's great.
Okay, so Oprah loves these socks.
So you know who else does? Robin Roberts.
Oh yeah?
Robin Roberts, yeah. And so so do most people in this studio. So they're Invisa socks, no-show socks. And what's great about them is that this little gel mesh grip right
makes all
back
the
here
difference.
keeps it in place. So oftentimes the problem with no-show socks is that they slip away.
Right.
These don't. These will stay
That's
in
why
place.
I don't like them, because of that.
Okay,
So
but I'm
this
going to
will
make
help.
you a convert today.
Okay.
What I also like is that the collar doesn't dig into the top of your foot, and your toes can breathe and move naturally.
Well, what I was going to say is it's very sort of light, very thin, very nice.
and breathable. So a lot of times the other thing is to keep them in place. They're so snug that your toes can't even move. And that's not comfortable. 3-pack, $11.
And not just for women, you have them for men too.
We have men's and women's, both. Okay,
Okay, look at the hats.
Brixton. These are some serious hats for all year round. I love their summer packable hats because oftentimes you
that's so
don't take
cool.
a hat because you think it's inconvenient to be able to
Ladies,
pack
come
and
model.
fit.
Come model these hats.
I know, Ginger. These
will look good on
those
you.
girls are really good supermodels for these. Yeah, you don't have to ask twice at those two. They're glad to come, and everything looks good on them, which is great. The wide brim is fabulous.
I'm gonna try this one.
Okay, come on. You see?
Okay, ladies, now let's get information.
Okay, speaking of that, okay, so Brixton, those hats are all 50% off. So now, how about with your hats? Come on over here.
So you've got a Beyonce hat and fan.
So you've got a little Beyonce fan action going on here. Exactly.
That's great. It goes right on the phone.
It's great.
Yeah.
So it's got this suction, so it can go on the phone. When you're
That
doing
is
your makeup,
brilliant.
it could go on the mirror,
mirror.
because it can like twist any which way that you need it to go. So whether you need it for your commute, putting on makeup, just sitting at your desk because you're having a hot moment.
Oh, and it charges with USB-C.
Yes, exactly.
It charges with the USB-C.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
works really well,
so
too, for
fabulous.
people. It is really
3
strong.
speeds, convenient, and $10. It's a really good one.
Need.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Need.
All right.
All right. Turvis drinkware. Ginger and I were talking about how important it is to just stay hydrated all year long. Turvis makes some of the best
these
drinkware.
are really
The
well
stainless steel, great. Triple insulation. It's going to stay cool for hours. Some people even say days. I don't know why you're leaving your stuff for so long. You should be refilling. Sorry. Okay. It means that you're not.
I sometimes
But
do
it
that.
means you're not drinking enough. If it takes days to finish, you're not drinking enough. I like also these, the little just, one finger open and close. Fabulous on these. All slashed in half from Turvis. And then finally over here from Breescape, feel this. If you're somebody who sleeps and too hot, you overheat. This side is the super cooling side.
Wow.
The other side is the soft, breathable, moisture wicking. And what I love about these is it's super lightweight fill. So sometimes the fabric is really soft and cooling, but it's
if it's
so
so heavy,
unbelievably heavy, you're just pulling it off all night. And so this is going to keep you cool, comfy, and it's 50% off. Plus, bring it home with the 2 favorite words.
Free shipping.
Tori, you're the best as always. Awesome deals, and you can find these all over on GoodMorningAmerica.com.
No, we changed it. Now
They
it's
have their own page.
GMAdeals.com.
Direct link right there, and you got that QR code right there. Up next here, Dr. Darian Sutton is here with signs that you might not be getting enough of certain vital nutrients and what you can do about it. Stick around.
All right, we are back now with a GMA Health Alert on nutrient deficiencies. Even if you eat a well-balanced diet, you could still be lacking some key nutrients. Dr. Darian Sutton is here to explain how to spot the signs and what you can do about it. I have to ask, who is most at risk for nutrient deficiencies, and then what do we do?
Yeah, you know, millions of Americans walk around with nutritional deficiencies, and many don't know about the symptoms, and many don't realize that a lot of the answers to their symptoms are right in front of them in the grocery store. There are certain groups, as you referenced, that are at higher risk. For example, those with chronic kidney disease, those with malabsorption problems, irritable bowel disease, where they can't hold on to the nutrients, and even those with use disorders, like alcohol use disorder, that can increase your risk. So it's so important to ask. Many of these, you might see signs on those basic blood tests, but you do have to specifically ask. When I'm talking to my primary doctor, I usually add on these levels to understand where they are.
Right.
Let's talk about vitamin D, because a lot of people have sort of insufficient levels of vitamin D.
Hey, 40% of people estimated have vitamin D insufficiency. So what does vitamin D deficiency look like? It can be variable. It can mimic many different things, often fatigue, sometimes anxiety, even depression. Hair loss is probably a more common finding, as people find that in their workup. The main question is, where can you find it in the grocery store? So vitamin D is often in fatty fish like salmon and tuna. You can even find it in fortified foods, but to be honest, it's difficult to get enough vitamin D just from that. Yes, sunlight is helpful, but you want to protect your skin. So I think it's perfectly reasonable to get a supplement. If you're going to get one, choose vitamin D3. It can be confusing. There are a lot of options. Right. And everyone needs a variable amount, 600 international units to 800. But if you read the instructions and follow the instructions, you'll get what you need. One tip, taking it with magnesium can help with absorption.
But like more in winter then too?
More in winter, especially, 15 minutes of sunlight, they say, can help you get that vitamin D. But of course, you want to wear protective sunblock or sunscreen to protect your skin.
Let's also talk about iron.
Yeah.
That's another big one. What can people do to make sure they're getting enough?
A big one, especially for women between the ages of 15 and 49, mainly because iron loss is due to bleeding. So menstrual bleeding is a big cause. In the emergency room, I'm often talking to patients about this. So what does iron deficiency look like? Many times it can look like depression. You don't want to get up. You're too exhausted. Many times it can also look like your exertional tolerance is difficult. For example, when you get up to go run, you're already out of breath before you even start. Those are signs of iron deficiency. You want to talk to your doctor. Also, brittle nails is one of those common findings. So
cold hands.
Cold hands.
Why are they so cold?
Iron deficiency.
We'll discuss it during the break and examine her fully. But iron deficiency, where can you find iron in general? In most meat products, poultry, for example. But for those who might get it from greens, just remember that your iron is more easily absorbed from meat than it is from leafy greens. So one tip, taking it with vitamin C if you're going to eat leafy greens, bell peppers, citrus, that can help with your absorption of iron.
I'm just blown away by Elsa over here.
It never bothered her anyway, don't worry. Exactly. Finally, a big one, B12. That's such a hot topic, and I feel like in my blood tests over the years, it's been one that they're looking for. So what do we need to know?
Such a hot topic. The most important thing to know is that it's really difficult to get vitamin B12 deficiency because it's found in most animal products. So the patients that I focus on are those who are strictly vegan. Those patients are the more at risk for vitamin B12 deficiency. You only need like 2 micrograms of vitamin B12 to be sufficient. So it's really not a lot, and you'll find it everywhere. But the symptoms can be, think nerves. Vitamin B12 is important for protecting our brain health and our nerves. So if you feel pins and needles or neuropathy, or you're trying to get to the bottom of it, you might want to check your vitamin B12 level.
You were saying that this is a top first date question.
It is a top first date question. Thank you for bringing that into the segment. No, it is. And one of the reasons why I'm so good at doing this is because I've been on a couple of first dates. So here we are.
Let's get him a last first date. That'll be our next segment.
Yeah, right? Thank you so much, Dr. Sutton. And still coming up here, Will Gans is here with ABC Secret Sales with clever solutions for inside and outdoors. Stick around.
And we are back now. Will Gans here with ABC's Secret Sales and some clever solutions for what you need indoors and out. Everything here is shoppable. He's so fun today with his shirt.
That's right. I have a fun shirt and fun dance moves and even better Secret Sales to tell you all about.
Yes.
This is one of our faves around here. This is Core Pickleball, the pop-up and play set. So this comes with everything you need to bring your game nice on the road. You'll get a net, 2 paddles, a travel case, all of the things to bring your favorite game anywhere you want to play it. The balls are engineered for consistent bounce. We have a softer version that we're playing with in here, but then we have the regulation version over there as well.
And we
love
regulation.
this. And woo, well done.
She saved the camera.
Yes, other great pickleball things, all at a discount today for our viewers.
Brilliant.
So come along with me to the beach, shall we?
Yes, please.
I'm bringing my pickleball
I
paddle.
saw someone have one of these at the beach.
Yeah.
And it looks so easy.
Yeah.
And cool.
It's hot and cool. So this is Cool Cabana. The great thing about this, one person can set up this entire thing in just 2 minutes. It's 8 by 8, which is double the size of a normal beach umbrella. What I love too is it has these pockets here. You would fill them with sand to weigh it down.
It's like hundreds for a cabana when you're renting them.
Yeah.
But this,
Exactly.
you pop up yourself.
This is real comfortable.
And this is UPF 50 on the top, so you will get some nice sun protection as well. There's a grass kit that allows you to swap sand for turf, which we love as well. Chairs and mats all go perfectly. Gio Benitez not included.
Having this mat with it too is just like good detail.
Yeah, you get everything you need. And today you'll save 50% on your new beach go-to.
Oh, the whole tool set. Okay,
I'm going to chill right here while y'all go do the work stuff.
Great,
Yeah,
great.
You yes, exactly. All right.
I lose them and put them in the washer and need more earbuds.
Yeah, and these are perfect for all of those things that could happen. Vibes
Wash you
earbuds.
soon.
Yes. What's fabulous about these at such a low price point, they're noise canceling. So they have that active noise cancellation. So if you want to just be in your own little world and listening to your podcast and not have children screaming and needing.
Oh, look, he's back.
Oh, look, he's speaking of needy children.
I like these. Look how cool these are.
They're ergonomic,
They do.
yes, which is fabulous.
Pretty designs.
And then on the front, it'll tell you how much juice you have left in each AirPod, which you're never guessing, which sometimes I feel like I...
And really good at noise canceling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So these are great for podcasts, working out, whenever you're listening to music, all of those things. You'll save 55%. And do you remember when I literally
he picked it up.
pointed
It was
at
like, this makes me want to, and I was like, what? Listen to Wicked?
And I said, exactly. Yeah, the Dorothy Shoes special. So 55% off vibes.
All right, let's get a little electricity. And,
exactly. Rapid storage. Yeah, bro.
Utility stuff.
So these are heavy-duty straps that are great for cords, hoses, tools, and more. The big straps hold up to 50 pounds. The smaller straps up to 25 pounds.
Useful, right?
That is.
Yeah. So
these are great.
Perfect for a garage or anything you might be needing to clean up as we head back into the school season. And you can get a 14-pack today for just $15.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything you
love an
might need to.
organizer.
Yeah,
That's a great deal.
All right, so air purifying, right?
Yes.
This is so apropos now with the smoke and wildfire.
I went for a hike yesterday, and
You feel it.
it got me. So I would have loved to have a Miko Smart humidifier in my apartment when I got home. I didn't, though. The powerful mist output raises humidity by 10% in the room in just 20 minutes. I wanted to make sure. Yeah,
And you get a
exactly.
little facial like this?
Yes, exactly. You can
what
also
it's for.
connect it, with an app. So say you're coming home and you want to turn it on, you can use the app to do that. You fill it
that's really
from
nice,
the
too.
top, so
Which
it's
makes
really
it
easy.
easier.
Yes, exactly. And then there's an essential oil diffuser in there as well. Sleek design, great for bedrooms, offices, and living spaces. Today you'll save 59% on the Breeze Plus from Miko.
And probably really easy to clean.
Yes,
That's
yes.
so
Yeah, with
important
that
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I got for you today. Is anyone down for a quick game?
I am.
Yeah.
Sure.
On the way out? Yes.
On the way out.
All right.
I wanted to say, by the way, right now you can shop all of our August savings extravaganza. 20 more brands with deals curated just for you.
Thank
From
you.
cool cabanas and pickleball on the go to smart wagons for the
good.
family outings and so much more. You can shop it all today by scanning the QR code or watch the special streaming on Hulu. Go for it now because these
we go.
deals
Ready?
won't last. Here we go.
Yeah,
You
but
too
if you
can
want
have
some
this
of
much
them,
fun.
you can scan that QR code down there on your screen.
Yes, please.
And we have partnered with
Get
all
all
of
of the
these
good
brands.
deals.
And we'll be right back, people.
Oh, that's what we go through. Okay.
And thank you so much for joining us here on GMA3. Oh, this is getting real competitive.
we're trying
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Make sure to tune in
More
to.
news on what you need to know on Disney Plus streaming all the time.
You said it went
I
right
missed it.
Here's another one. Bye.